Okay, hi. So we're in the yurt space. You can see some really nice musical instruments in the back there. The place is dressed. It just looks fantastic. Mostly sleeping bags behind Liam. Oh no, there's the altar down the middle there.
Hola.
So this is Liam.
Hola.
Liam has been with us for 2 days, and his stay with us is sort of nearing a close. 3 days because he came.
Ceremony.
He had a cheeky 2-day ceremony, 3 days. Yeah, and actually he came cheeky early as well. So
You're not letting me leave, cheeky there.
Yeah, no, it's going to be cheeky late.
Cheeky ring.
So I want to ask you 4 simple questions about Mallorca, but I appreciate you haven't seen much of Mallorca. So what would you say about your arrival here and the countryside, or but particularly about this space?
Well, when I came a couple of weeks ago, when Mark first got in touch with me on Facebook, I was awaiting to maybe do some voluntary work anyway in my own time and get away. And I've always been interested in psychedelics and health and mind and whatnot, and ayahuasca particularly, and it seemed like a perfect opportunity to come over. We did a little bit of work, we helped put the yurt up, and I didn't plan that I'd be coming back, but when we put the yurt up I thought I have to come back. You said you come in, I thought I have to come.
So Liam did some of the touching up on the base, he helped build the step out there, and he helped put this magnificent thing together.
Money wasn't the best, but it's not the be all and end all, so I got myself here, I've participated in the ceremony. Anybody that's interested, then such a nice loving family, I'm sure if you had your own anxieties, I'm sure he might let you come stay for a day or two first to see the area. I thought that about my own family and some friends, that they might just, like I did, they might just want to come see it at first, and like I did when I got here, you feel at home, not only Mallorca, but the residence itself being off-grid, but Mallorca itself, an island, I think, lovely people, it's got a lovely feeling to it, and as human beings trying to grow and progress, you come here and you're just in your element, you're in your own space, and you couldn't really ask for anything better.
What would you say about Pit, Shaman Pit?
Shaman Pit is probably no single human is any greater than any other human, but he's probably the most evolved being, perfect being I've met, with as he said before I met him, he's got a beautiful presence, and he just has, like, he's on a whole other wavelength, and I think he's helping us all get there, and we're all aspiring to grow ourselves, be a higher self and get to his level, hopefully within time, but we're all on separate journeys also, and he recognises that, he helps us, he held the circle. There's no, maybe if you did psychedelics or ayahuasca or DMT on your own at home, there might be a small possibility you might have a bad time, but before the circle, even if Pitt didn't smudge us, probably Pitt on his own presence could ward off any negative energy, which does exist, there's no bad without the good, but before we come in the circle we get cleanse, smudging with sage, which rids of the bad energies, and even if that wasn't known to work, the energy that Pitt puts into it, he believes it works, which it does work anyway, so he does a good job, he looks after us. During the ceremony, he waves his feather, which there might be a better name, and then a few of the helpers do as well, and that just helps us come round as well. Plays his drums. At one point last night, we was all in a similar shared space, which we have been told about, but we wouldn't know how it worked until we experienced it. And when the drum went off, we all came, I didn't know if it was just me thinking it at first, but we all came awake, and I think Pitt giggled and someone else giggled, and I think everyone clicked, like, wow, what's just happened, and I don't know, we've had some incredible healing energy, amazing, and singly and individually, and we are all connected, which we do realise, but stuck in the 5 senses we forget who we are, and that we've gone back to home, maybe back to where we were before planet Earth, or just a good feeling of pure natural bliss. Love is the only thing at the end of the day, and it reminds you of what we really are.
Superb. For anybody that might be watching that's interested in coming, and you know, people carry doubts around and all sorts of reasons why not to do it.
Especially in this day and age.
What would you say to them?
Try not to be scared, because fear isn't actually real sometimes, but it is natural to be anxious. Again, maybe come out for the day, or maybe just come for a holiday to Mallorca and visit. Like, do whatever you feel is going to work for you. Use your try to be conscious, use your own mind and your brain and your intuition. If you want to come, you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd come back, but I wanted to come, so I made it happen. A lot of my friends at home maybe do psychedelics and have maybe smoked DMT, which is by no means the same thing, but they might want to do ayahuasca, but even though they're my friends, they're not going to come until they book that plane ticket.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make it happen, if you want to do it, just make it happen.
That's really interesting, isn't it?
Speak to Mark, speak to Lynette, myself. We're all friends now. We've all got each other's backs and stuff. Speak to any of us, and you'll soon know what it's all about.
And there's something about the flight. When you said about booking the flight, it's that's the commitment, isn't it?
Just book your flight,
and then time is just going to take care. As long as you catch your flight and you do the things that are necessary, but it's booked, you're going to arrive, and the process starts.
We've all got lives to live, but what's most important at the end of the day? I might be booking a one-way flight.
Thank you so much.
Is that all the questions?
That's everything.
Thank you.
That's enough. Thank you so much. You take care.
Adios.
And thank you. Bye bye.